Thank you for being part of this interview. My name is Tafadzwa. As informed earlier on, we are conducting a qualitative discussion for understanding the issues and problems that you face in your agri-input journey. This meeting is audio recorded, post your consent, and will be used for our internal purpose only. All right. Mr. Moses, thank you for coming, sir.
Most welcome to Tafadzwa.
Okay. Can you please give me a quick introduction about yourself? You know, your name, your age, your agri input, number, etc., etc.
Okay, Master. Yeah, my name is Moses Chipura. I'm a farmer here in Karoi. My farm by Kaigo Farm. It's very close to town. Yeah, I've been farming for the past 4 years. Well, prior to that, yeah, I've been farming. I've been farming in Middle Sabi, Chipangai, Marondera. Now I'm here in Karoi. Yeah, so since I started my farming journey in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So prior to that, I've mainly been doing soybeans, maize, cereals, sorghum. The other year when we had a drought 2 years back, I did also winter wheat. The time I was in middle starting because I had irrigation there.
All right.
Yeah. So here in Murumba, I'm doing open food. I don't have commercial irrigation.
All right.
Yeah. So I've embarked on horticulture.
All right.
Yes, I've started 2 hectares because I drilled a bore and I set up a water reservoir with a water capacity of 200,000 liters of water.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's a mesh dam. It's a mesh tank. Yeah, actually it's a mesh wire and it's a tumble inside.
Okay.
The carrying capacity, water capacity of 200,000 liters of water.
All right.
Then I need a drip system for the 2 hectares. Yeah. So we started that this last year in June. Yes. So that's when we did our first horticulture. We did the tomatoes, cabbages. We also did a bit of potatoes and some carrots.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So right now, currently, as we speak, we are in the middle of planting the maize and we are having a bit of the horticulture.
Horticulture as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So in brief, on the agro side, it's basically my little bit background.
Background.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the current status quo. Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Very interesting. You seem to, it's more like a mixed operation of horticulture, cropping, livestock, maybe? Or
Yes, I've got livestock, but I don't do it here. I do it in Nyabira.
Nyabira, all right.
Yeah, but my whole livestock is about 120 head.
Okay.
Of your mixed hard mashona with your Brahma.
Okay, cross Brahma Mashona, maize and what here.
More and wood there, of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's in Nyabira.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just to the short there. That's where we are for the last. So this side is yeah. I'm 48 years old.
Yeah. All right. Nice, fine. Okay. So, Moses, out of interest, can you, take me through your last purchase? Like, how do you come to a point of deciding what to buy? How do you come to a point of saying, for my maize crop, or tomato crop, if you want fertilizer, if you want insecticide, how do you come to a point of deciding that I'm going to buy my compound D from this company, my insecticide, maybe it's dimethoate from company X, etc. How do you come to a point of deciding?
Okay, like any other business, farming is a business. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's all about numbers. Okay, yes, there are other dynamics to it, but for a farmer, at the end of the day, it's about the numbers. Okay, the best price point. Okay, the best price deal that you can get. Okay, I mean, of course, you are gonna get the complementary services. Okay, you're not gonna get quality products. Okay, as agro dealers we are seeing on social media, a lot of fake products, a lot of tempered products, a lot of not so the performing product. So, okay, I've not ETG. Okay, besides that, I operate next door to them in Harare on Tilbury. So, I regularly go there to see the guys. The guys that operate in those
Yes.
guys, what do you have here? How did it work? Also, I think this last year I visited you guys at the state agricultural forum.
Yes.
I went there and really got informative information, which is yet to decide really what you want there. So basically, price point number one, quality and performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I think for my purchase say for today, besides besides probably having the better price point, even last year when there was no really issues to do with shortages of air or urea, those products were readily available everywhere at the same price.
Yes.
Yeah, but compared to the stock was urea.
All right.
Because I want stock was the reason why, okay, the difficulty that somehow to cover quite a larger area,
Okay.
with the grains that will come from that particular area. These fertilizers are granulated.
Yes.
So the size of the granulation on the urea on the falcon is nice. It's nice and round. I use a Vicon spreader as my infant food. Yeah. So when you Vicon spread fertilizer that is with consistent uniform granules, they spread quite nicely.
Yes.
Yes. You don't have grains one side or grains over. The Vicon will spin it the same speed, but the weight of the particle determines how far.
Yes. If they have the same size, uniform, they are spread quite easily.
Yeah. So I would the other, even for the other compounds, okay, other suppliers, say the compound, you see, the granulation is not perfect. Okay. Yes, we really can't get art completely, but you still use a better granulation.
Yes.
Yes. So that based on that, I would I think the one time it was you guys you had not yet opened this branch.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, correct.
3 years back. Actually bought I had to ship it from Dubai.
Okay.
Okay.
Harare to here.
Yeah, 200 bricks. It was and then but there's the urea there in Karol. The passport was cheaper. But even if I put $1 each on transportation, I'll still cheaper, and then I know I'm going to get a good product.
Yes.
Yes, I had transport from Harare to Cairo from there. Yeah. So definitely the second that determine what
How you come to conference.
yeah, and and also how also in this day and age in business, it's not shortchanging the money issues. It's all about maintaining relationships. Yeah. Even in my other personal businesses that I do, it's all about maintaining the relationship with the client. Yes. Yeah. So no matter whether you have it, if you have the product or not, or there are issues, communicate with your client. How which you guys have been good at that. Okay. I think on the planting season, I wanted to urea some 4 or 5 days back. You didn't have stock, but I waited for you. Yeah. And I took my product for the good order today. So maintaining relationships, and I think for the time that I've been coming here, interacting with your team and yourself, chemicals, horticulture, you've really thoroughly explained to me how it works. And definitely, you've shown me what you're very knowledgeable about your chemicals, how they perform. It shows you've thoroughly trained properly. Also, done your field trips to see how all the brands that you work so that when you're giving feedback to the farmers, they're giving adequate, strong feedback, which the farmer, what the farmer needs is confidence in using the product. Yeah. Okay, where we have the cent count. Okay, it's like horticulture. Yes. Okay, right now I've got a bit of issue with my produce in terms see, so the losses that I'm getting on certain fruits, okay, the size was perfect. I think I bought some potassium, calcium, everything. The fruit is good, the fertigation is good, but there are one, two, three, okay, like fruit that are showing signs of blight, and okay, those are cancer now. Okay, so those are losses. So when you try to get the best deal so that you you minimize those losses. Yeah. Yeah. So I think also those are
Factors like you say, price, the quality, the effectiveness of the product,
yes, and also availability of the product.
yes, availability.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do know you guys, your branch here is in and I'm sure you know, but you want to have basically all the necessary for materials and products for farmers to especially in this area. Karo is coming in.
Yes.
Okay, so it's as much as in Harare, it's also a bigger depot. There's a whole range of stuff. Yeah, but I think for your Tafadzwa, trying to solve the necessary issues besides, despite your challenge
shortages.
Yeah, yeah. But overall, yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, that's quite interesting. I appreciate like the factors that you mentioned, and the quality of the product, the customer care aspect, and the knowledgeable aspect of the product, from the stuff. It also helping you to influence whether you should do purchase or not. But I'm sure if people don't show full knowledge of the products that they are selling, and they don't give you that conviction for you to say, "Look, let me buy it." They are saying that it will work. You may decide otherwise.
Yeah. So it shows that definitely your admin staff has made all the necessary, what can I say? I can't say investments. Over maybe okay, but over the necessary to get the proper staff to be on the floor. Yeah, because it won't be due for one to place somebody who's not knowledgeable about the product. I mean, I want to get questions asked by customers. When customers see that this person, they get a bit critical. Okay, in the times they just buy like you had with a pinch of salt.
Yes.
But anyway, what like that? Yeah.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you. Out of interest, Mr. Moses, do you get any farming advice or recommendations? Do you have friends? Do you have groups that you associate with? Are there any external agronomists whom you interact with, for your farming activities who come in to assist?
Yes, definitely, yes. Yeah. A lot of groups, including your ETG group. There are also other groups, if I could mention names. There are groups, the farming city guys, I'm in a group for them. The Sandra guys, I'm in a group for them. The Afghan guys, we're in a group for them. I've got a group for Crown Bubble for my cattle.
Okay.
Yeah. So during the day, you see all sorts in your group. You see the activity of those farmers throwing questions, throwing the experiences.
Yes.
So we learn from all those. Yeah. So the groups are very powerful. And you see, competition is nice.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Obviously, you see that this group is active and they're really hammering certain areas which are key.
Yes.
And then you see that this group is not really they're not pushing hard. You can tell.
Yes.
If an entity is pushing hard, even on their own platform, they're emphasizing giving information. Yes. That's why the information is the same, but it's how the trust that they are pushing information. Yeah. We all know. We know that it's basic. Procedures that when you're planting maize, put tea, spray. But when you guys keep on saying things, you guys, they are, they're all just like guys, don't forget this, blah, blah, blah. So, all right. So the information we do get from our friends, agronomists, from your end, from some city, the terms of the food. Guys, I'm seeing this picture, I throw to them if they give me assistance.
All right. Okay, so you mentioned that you are part of groups of different organizations or affiliates that help you. Do you have like one particular individual agronomist whom you can say, this guy normally comes to my farm, or I consult him when we make a Spain program for fungicides, etc. Do you have any one particular individual?
No, actually, I don't have.
You don't have.
It's all to do, how I've been doing my things is research, getting information from people,
Yes.
but there's no one particular
Individual who can
say,
say,
so sometimes I Google myself through things,
yes,
blah, 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 and see, now there's AI,
yes,
some of it you get, and then, of course, you verify with one or two people, guys, what you think, but no one particular, like I say, yeah. But yes, I've told my guys on the farm, with the times I've been working around,
okay,
I've given them, there's a girl used to be my family system, but the times to be buying it from there,
okay,
yeah, so that was, when you get see things that you're not sure, phone the guy, come in, yeah,
all right.
yeah, so
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Out of interest, Mr. Moses, do you have any farming background from an academic aspect or from any training aspect? Did you get any training or have been through hands-on, or your background going back to maybe when you were young or
the long and short of it, basically, like most Zimbabweans is learning by discovery. My professional training, when I did architecture in civil engineering,
okay,
mechanical engineering, I'm a trust builder.
okay,
So, but I've always had a passion
for farming.
yeah. All right. When I was growing up, probably my mom back home there, yes, when she was doing a vegetable garden, when I come from school, now it rings the bubble. She's like, you know, I want to plant my tomatoes. Okay, what, and then, okay, fine, okay. And then, so tomorrow comes, this is should be there with their seeds, but she said, can you please plant this? Yes, and then I asked her, so why you always ask me to plant this? Because we should just done it now. Yes. Because you seem to have clean hands.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've seen the potential.
yeah, so like clean hands. Okay. Okay. All right. So kind of like adapted that.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. So when I started my very first venture farming, I'd gone to the subject guy there for other business, construction business, and whilst I was there, just chilling, waiting for things to happen there, I spent about 2 nights there waiting for anything to be made for me for construction. And then I was just running around in the farms, and then the
overhead people.
yeah.
Okay. I mean overhead irrigation system.
Yeah. No, okay. So what happens is there any idle land? I even talked to the farmer there, he's not really I wanted to know, do you have farming space? Yeah. Okay. We're digging it yourself. Okay. I like taking pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So another thing I said is anything. I planted 20 hectares of soybean.
All right.
Yeah, that was the start for me.
Okay.
And
And
it
you never look back ever.
so like, okay, so 5 months, what is months?
Okay. All right. All right. So, out of interest, Mr. Bobby, how often do you buy your inputs for your farm?
Okay, so
on a weekly, do you have a schedule?
okay, so when I started, okay, you see that the routine okay, for buying horticultural inputs is pretty much frequent.
Okay.
Okay, because that's where you have spray programs, different data balls, like pesticides, fungicides, of fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been buying probably weekly or bi-weekly.
All right.
Yeah, it depends on the area. Or if you pick the area, just maybe try to manage your cash flow.
Yes.
Buy bi-weekly. And then I'll send my guys the money aside. What other things that you go buy copper explosives, some explosive warrior.
Yes.
So the buying, as and where, yeah. Yes. Of course, ideally, find when the crop season begins, like last year, about March, I did a very good. I had 150 tons of maize. Yeah. So when the money, when they pay, they will then go. I just transfer the money to some city. The next thing they just the 2 trucks of fertilizer just straight from down from Malawi to their farm. So it's a once-off purchase.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. That's the best of my DU. That's the best of my AN.
All right.
The rest I purchased the two buckets. Okay. Yeah. So that was one of the purchase. That was way before I started doing it.
All right.
So that happened 2 years back, 3 years back. Yeah. Yeah. So it's to do with cash flow.
Cash flow.
Because you know what? I want to do 50 hectares. Okay. That's my spreadsheet is telling me so much of this, so much of this. Cash flow is there. Just go buy one.
All right. So if you have a large sum of money, say in the bank or with you, you can just buy all of the inputs there. But like you're saying that for the horticulture, it's normally as and when the problem arises, you may be forced to buy either weekly or after every fortnight.
Because for horticulture, we propagate our seeds from the nursery space. So right now, for 20,000 acres of tomatoes, and need to do the nursery.
Yes.
The propagator is ready. The next thing compound disease. Okay, next thing.
If you go.
Yes, you go.
All right. All right. That's okay.
So there's not so much and cropping, actually cropping you just to instead of taking a large area, just did one time.
Okay. So out of interest, all right, you mentioned that you buy like after every 2 or so weeks for horticulture, once off maybe for your main food crops. If you have a large sum of money that you've gotten, maybe after selling your previous crops, how do you come to decide on where to buy them? Like you mentioned that you once made a payment there for upcoming city, for example, and then they got the stuff here. How do you currently come to a point of saying, okay, I want, for example, for my tomato crop, for my cabbage crop, for my maize crop, how do you come to say, I'm going to buy from this shop? Do you consider the proximity of the shop to your premises, rather to your farm? Do you consider also the aspect of quality, pricing? Maybe you can explain.
Yeah, definitely. We come back to the same issue here. Proximity, okay. Quality is number one. Okay. Price point. Price point is number one. Okay. Because price point and quality, you can't separate this. You can never overemphasize that.
Okay.
Okay. And then one thing that also is the payment mode.
Okay.
Okay.
Payment mode. Okay.
Payment mode. Yeah. For me, it's a big. I think several times I've been highlighting about other flexibility, flexible payment mode that can enhance business.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. So like for example, with the family purchase, my man was in Zik,
Yes.
in GMB, just got paid. And next thing, will you take the money? Yeah, we'll take the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Transfer.
We're talking $45,000 worth of
Zik. Okay.
okay. Some of it was I thought not because it was 45,000. Yes, it's not strong. Okay. Okay. And but the money is in the bank account.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, I want to purchase so much bike, so much. Yeah. So that flexibility for me is like okay. So this supplier is willing to take my note after the money cash. So one the security for the farm.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to worry like what did I get from
Get robbed along the way or lose it.
this guy just one cash, what yeah, okay.
Makes
So
sense.
so definitely that's the plan. Okay. Flexibility of faith. Okay. And that like they told me, oh, this is a shuttle, so let's cut all the logistics. Even for them, it's a positive. Like it's less handling.
Yes.
It's safe storage.
Storage space. Yes.
If they are saving 3-4 trucks that week, one truck will just go to farm A, B, C.
Yes.
It just goes there.
And
Okay.
just
Yeah, it's probably that truck just goes there.
all right.
Yeah. So all those modalities, those are finite details. Okay, that can craft your purchase. Okay. That can
Able to come to a point of
deciding factor, even the client goes with you guys or not. Yeah.
Yes, yes, no. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Are there any brands or products that you favor in the market? Any products or brands that you favor?
Okay, fine. So yeah, okay, from I do favor the notch brand, yeah?
All right, kind of.
Kind of, okay, yeah, the kind of brand, okay? And the Falcon brand, okay? It was obviously, I've started the research on it, the background of that company and stuff. You know, you'll be impressed with the RTP, the research and development aspects, yes, which goes into manufacturing of that product. Yeah. So the way I have that brand is on the other potassium sort of what count.
What culture?
Okay. It's nice for you of your different formulations with different cultural
products, potassium, calcium.
yeah. So the nice setup there, and control there, and definitely you can virtually see the end product. You can imagine.
Yes.
So my tomatoes look like this. My cabbage look like this. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely it's a preferred brand.
All right.
It's for me, but it is a preferred brand.
Okay. So the kind of brand, that's the one that you favor over other brands. Okay. Mr. Moses, have you ever had any bad experience in your agri journey whereby you purchased something, let's say for example, a herbicide, you applied it, it didn't work, or purchased fertilizer, and maybe it was, for example, maybe fake, or any scenario, maybe you bought it and maybe it was underweight. Have you ever had any bad experience?
Yes, I have. I've put in machines burnt.
Oh.
That's why now, even I told my guys, okay, I never ever want to buy things outside the shop.
Okay.
Okay. The veranda guys, the boys outside because of the street.
On the street, yes.
Okay. So buy from registered distributor. Okay. The track record.
All right.
Okay. So the experience that I had when I started my very first plant in Garo, it was
All right.
when they arrived there about 10 acres of maize.
All right.
Then the shit go maize, I wanted to plant so.
Yeah, the 7 series. Yes.
Yeah. So then from it goes for $90.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I they in Harare, South Africa, to railway, more than long railway, $50. On the tin of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the difference was that we could take it.
Yeah, $10. $10 of the price.
$10 like
A lot of money.
nice pocket of gold.
Okay.
I bought that. 10 pockets of it. I couldn't $30. In family it was $90.
$90. All right.
In family.
Yes.
Those small little shops from South Africa. I come here, plant. I got spread, I put in 8 bags per hectare.
Then all necessary.
After 2 months, they spread stage and it's very tough.
They are not uniform.
They're not uniform.
Some are tackling, some
I'm like, Shumba, those things are supposed to be very high.
tall. Yes. Tall stage at
Wait, 2 meters. And I'm saying, this thing is almost my height and I'm short. 1.6. How much is it?
So it's tackling.
I like that. I got it.
Yeah. But
I told my guys, you see, we can make it there, but we have to pay it. But it was not
up to expectations. Or true to what you expect.
Apart from the small little agro shops.
Yes.
Even the agro shops, they've been issued on circulating on some small shops selling fake stuff.
Yes.
So not only that, you mustn't buy even under the tree. Even shops.
Yes.
Some shops.
That they're not
they get cunning enough to be accepting to sell fake stuff so that they can maximize on margin.
Yes.
Yeah. So I told my guys that even when I'm saving money, the times that I do, I pay.
Okay, then they just collect.
Which is also another flexibility that you guys must also look into.
Yeah.
Guys, go collect.
Mm.
I do that a lot of times.
All right.
Family just got this thing where you pay anyway in
Anyway, and you just collect.
the transfer. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, anyway, family just pay, just make a payment there to their branch,
Yes.
call the manager there, and send a screenshot, do the throwing, and collect.
All right.
Yeah. So, I'll be accumulating my guys' cash, and I think I don't know, I bought it after because I said $2 so that
So they bought something
yeah,
which,
yeah. So
yes.
either I pay for them
Yeah.
or I bring it myself for my
Okay.
I know I would have gone to selection.
All right. No, no. I get you. Particularly the part you mentioned that buying from a reputable source gives you that assurance that no, I will get true performance or what it's claiming it will perform. Okay. Okay. Mr. Moses, when it comes to the packaging of the products that you purchase, do they influence you to purchase them, to buy them? Does the packaging, whether from the color, size of the bag, the brand, do they in any way influence you or lower you into purchasing?
Definitely. In business, it's all to do with how you package your product.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we see what's inside, the stuff has to be eye catching. Okay.
True.
Someone like is like that's not bad. Nice green is a nice thing. The next thing, you want the fact that the fact that the packaging is on point, so that you guys have put detail on this particular brand. Okay. So the fact that the packaging is on point shows us also that whatever is inside, thoroughness is put
Applied as well.
yeah, so definitely in my core business as well, I manufacture wool finishing, iron state and stuff like that. It's all to do with packaging. Yeah, you could put it in a normal plain bag there, yes, and put it in a branded bag there. When a client comes, I've experienced that. Okay. So I'm waiting for my bags to come from Zambia because my bags are made need to be made by Kenny Baker. Okay. In Blue Way. All right. Okay. That's our local product. So yes, we try to promote local brand, but competition. Okay. Across the border, there's Zambia and Lusaka there. You get all that's where all the cement bags are made. All right. The block bottom, nice bag, finished, print quality is good. It's not fake it off. Teaching some points. All right. Yeah. So at times, guys, I've made your product, okay? Yes. But I've run out of packaging. So for now, I'm just putting in plain bags. All right. If you don't mind, you can buy it. Others like, we just want to go and use the stuff. No, we don't want to. But
there's a certain reluctance. This bag is no branding.
Or the local limit for my part, I know Zimbabwean by the other suppliers already. Okay. The poly packaging, the Chinese, yeah, the working quality is quite okay, quite good, yeah. But for the cement bag, the shape of the bag, for the block bottom valve bag, all right, put the valve, all right, so it becomes sticky, all right, or laminated, that is laminated, so yeah, put it through a valve, okay, it shows out, close it, and it shows automatically. Yeah. So that part of the bag already, attract the client. Right. So it's a marketing aspect. How does it look just by merely looking at it?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. During the peak season, and you urgently need a particular product, how quickly do you respond to that particular need? Can you just easily come in and say, okay, I need to go to shop A, and that's where I'm going to get it? Or do you have to, for example, maybe scratch your head and think, who can give me that product? Okay.
Yeah, definitely it's something that we come across a lot. Yeah. I think it's to do mostly what you are using, what you're doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely I'm proactive in firefighting problems. Right. Yeah. So if my guys tell me that there's an issue, I just need or the trucker problem, daily in between. So I'll prioritize fix it there.
All right.
Okay, and definitely, yeah, at first, when you're doing the firefighting thing, you'll be really fetching it out. So, but in time, you don't know this what does this, this what does this, this what does this. So now whenever I come across an issue, I know
No,
where to
to point.
go there, go there, go and so on. Yeah.
That's good. When you do your purchasing for your agri input, how do you know that you are getting a fair price? This supplier is not cheating me. This agro dealer is not overcharging me. How do you come to arrive to say, if I'm going to buy this bag of urea, this bag of AN, I'm buying from this guy, and I'm buying it because I'm getting a fair price? How do you come to arrive?
Okay, so yeah, definitely, like I said, it's a business. So you have your quotation. Okay, I'll show you. It's in my diary. It's something my meetings from 3 years back.
All right.
I've got a spreadsheet. I've got ETG column.
Okay.
I've got Karoi finance ETG column.
All right.
I've got I think there was somebody else. Yeah, and I was someone. I've got those 3 columns.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll check if that I want. I'll say with each. This is there. This is there. This is there. The price is ordered. And then I've got a summary.
All right.
Okay, like, so this will go to so and so at the price, so much money. This guy, so much money. How much total? So take off.
Okay.
Done.
So it's more like similar you do like a price comparison.
Price comparison. All right. Yeah. So only one price comparison. And 2 also to do. Okay, it's like also in agro, actually on the chemicals.
Yes.
Different types of different types. People will probably can cover site. They will oversight on the concentration levels of active
ingredients.
Yeah.
True.
Sometimes you might see that okay, like it means like metallochrome. It is metallochrome. Okay. Some of it I think was
460, 960 as well.
Yeah. So as farmers, we are mainly concerned with the price. Yes. When it was very rare, we said, I know this one is going to double the active ingredient.
Yeah.
But you're like, yes, one was $10.
All right.
Yeah. So
they're not considering the concentration level. Okay.
So it tells you how much crops can you
area which you can cover.
Yes, you have things like that. Yeah. So I tend to also look at those things as well. Ask, what is chemical or what is concentration level?
Okay.
Grammage per liter.
Yes.
So I so much. Then it's going to say, okay. So I have to put in terms of the dosage for me to attain what I want.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So all those are factors.
And how easy is it for you to like get the price comparison? Do you need to move around, drive around, or
No.
just a matter of phone call?
Just a phone call. Just phone call. So tell me what we're I take off the notes. All right. It's 5 minutes after that. Yeah. So it's very phone calls. Phone calls. Yeah.
Which makes it very convenient.
Very convenient. Yeah. All the time you think that ease of doing business, in fact, I think price point in Harare is the same as Karoi. Okay. So I think now that is really maybe because of you guys publishing stuff. Yes. But you expect you affect the transport cost. Okay. The fact that the products will be not expensive because it is traveled to other places from Harare.
Yes.
But you are able to get it at the
same price. Yeah. When you do your purchasing for your agri input, how easy is it for you to transport them from the point which you've purchased them, let's say in Karoi, to your farm? How easy is it? Is the road network bad? Is the distance too far?
No, it's fine. It's I'm working I'm within the vicinity. I think our cargo farm is the very first farm outside Karoi.
Okay. How many Ks are we?
That's from here. Not mistaken, 3-4 K. Yeah, okay. Because we are right on the highway.
All right.
Yeah. Just turn off the highway straight after Two River. The first that you see to the left, that's our farm. Just try to. Okay. Yeah. So road network is fairly well because we are right on the highway. Okay. My tractor can come into town. Other backy coming around. Yeah. All right.
So this is short. You have the means of transport as well to get it there.
For me, transportation is not even hiring is not. It's not a train smash. Yeah. Because we are very close to us, so the rest will be good.
terms of delivery timeline, if let's say, for example, a product is in short supply, or maybe you've been advised that it's on its way, what's the reasonable time frame that you can wait for that product to be delivered to you?
Okay. Really, okay, like on horticulture, whereby you are firefighting with pests.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
On the edge.
That's on the edge,
Yes.
or you rather stick to option B.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you put tutor in your ground, waiting for 2 more days, you can, ramp the whole crop. Your crop. Yeah. Okay. But on cropping, okay,
Fertilizer.
yeah, you could try like we can wait 2-3 days. Okay,
3 days.
3 days. I know the logistic issues there, but 3 days max.
3 days max.
Okay, yeah, it's something for me to use. Yeah.
All right. No, that's good. That's okay. If there's a particular product, let's say, for example, a fertilizer that you need, will you be willing to travel further away from where you prefer to buy from? Let's say, for example, you want to buy from company X, but company X is telling you that we don't have compound B at the moment, right? But, for example, in Karol, but maybe we've got a data branch in Chimoy. Would you be willing to travel there to collect it so that you can continue with your farming operation?
Yeah, definitely. Because if you are after a specific end product, okay, you believe me, you really make efforts, yeah, to like it. Okay, like I think that I mentioned that I wanted a particular pesticide, yes, placebo star, yes, okay, for Tafadzwa, yes, and they've got a depot in Bucket, and a depot in Harare today, yes, yeah. But I could have gotten it close by Bucket, yeah, okay, from Tuesday. But logistically, I had to get it from Tuesday, from Ulova. Yeah, yeah, it's by the bus. Yeah, so it's and there's no other chemical in the same active ingredient. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to come across it. Yeah, but further, I would rather I would do all the military for much to get it. Yeah, so yeah, if it's for anything, it's a particular product that you want. Yes,
you would be willing to travel.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you face any challenges in getting the inputs at the right time? Currently, are there any challenges that you're facing in getting the inputs at the right time when you need it?
No, right now, this speaking, no, not I can't say. So far, everything is written on point. Okay, what you have is, yes, at least, you might not have probably actual thing, but you've got operation. Yes, especially on the pesticide, the fungicide, blah, blah. If somebody really is after fungicide, yes, if they don't come across the correct one, or the one that will be that is wanting, they can still walk out of the shop with an alternative for that they can go and use. Okay. Yeah, and so that they achieve the same effective that they were picking out of. That's good. That's good.
How do you manage, for example, scenarios whereby you want to purchase something, let's say maybe the fungicide that you've mentioned. You wanted, for example, let's say Warrior. You can't find it. Are there any alternative stores that you can say I can go to the store and get it from there?
Yeah, definitely there are alternative stores. Like I said, business is all to do with relationships. You might have all good products, okay? Yes. If you've got big shops, okay? Yeah. Good big shops. You guys have got public activity or whatever. You can have all those shops. Right? You're selling the same product from the same store. Yeah. So, in order to how good, let's go to my bag. Let's go to my room.
Okay. Your farming operations, are they insured? Do you have any insurance coverage?
Unfortunately, not.
Not. Okay.
It's something that we need to adapt those cultural practices as black farmers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm happy that I'm still on the tobacco side.
All right.
We still now the commercial tobacco farmers. Although the same time they get the more tobacco farmers, I don't want to say. But when somebody is doing 4 5 hectares of tobacco, so right now, maybe the sound is the also. That's